What I'm going to do is I'm going to start to create a Dll provider for my Discord here, okay? If you recall, we made one of these for Twitch already a while back, and all it does is, realistically, it's mostly contained here on the base provider, and it contains a number of these different bots. So because Discord doesn't have a number of different bots, it's only got this one, so it's really simple. Even though it has a list for different bots, we'll only have one in there. So under base provider here, you can see that we need to have all these different objects in there that we haven't created yet. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we need. We need to have one called channel server DTO. So down here under library for this, under my lib here for Twitch, you could make a new library file, okay? And we're going to call this thing a Windows C# class library.net framework, and we want to put this in modules, allie.chat, library, and then we have a new folder in here called lib.discord. And this is going to be called phs.lib.discord. I'm sorry, .allie.chat.discord. And so now in this, you could probably just literally bring over your DTOs. Actually, I didn't want those ones. I wanted the other ones from the Twitch one that you already wrote. This one. Okay, and when you look in this one, you have Discord channel DTO, and then Discord user DTO. So let's change these. Okay, this thing isn't going to be in Twitch, it's going to be in a Discord DTO now. We get rid of these. We do know that we're going to have a channel name probably. Well, it's going to be called a, so we have something called a Discord channel, which I think we want to call a guild, right? This technically is for a guild. Because then this thing has sub-channels within it. So this is correct. This is going to be inheriting from a channel DTO. And also include these references. Okay? And the user DTO, the only thing we're going to have is a, I think it's called a string, and it's called like a discriminator, which is your user ID or something like that. You'll have a display name, and then we'll figure out additional information as we go. What's wrong here? You need to add a reference to libcore. Looks good. So in this base provider, this thing, it wants to have a channel server DTO. Now just a second, if you look at provider, allie.chat, this thing is using server in these things. So let's make another project here. And this is going to be another class library. It's going to be called phs.lib.allie.chat.discord.server. And this is for the server side objects, and that's going to be here under modules, allie.chat, library. We'll just make a new folder in here called lib.discord.server. And easy enough, we'll just jump in the server one here, and we'll just bring these up. And if you look here, did you change the names? Good. Same thing. And we can just copy this to make it easier. Okay, this one, you said discriminator. Hey, Coach Ash, welcome. How are you doing this morning? I got your messages over on that Discord. Thanks for coming checking out the channel. I can maybe answer a few questions right now, but I won't be able to do any code unless you are able to send something real quick and it's fast to look at. I'm good, man. Thanks. This looks great. There's no channel ID in this one. So if you look back here, the only things that you have are channel ID and channel name. So we'll just leave this as Discord channel. I'm going to say that this is the guild name. So this is called a guild name. There's no chatters poll on this thing. We had to add a reference to it. This one here, user create, doesn't have this. It's going to have a discriminator and probably a reference ID we don't care about. And finally on this one, channel server DTO, this is called a guild name. Okay. That was fun. We have an extra class we can get rid of in this one. And now this thing is going to have a provider type of a channel server, which is called a Discord channel server DTO. Where's my reference here? So let's add a reference here to those two library files that you just wrote. I'm good, man. What's that by your badge? No, it's good. It's 2 a.m. for the morning at me. Click on it. It will tell you dwelling. I see. Very cool. I don't see the link, unfortunately, because I'm using the restream chat still. This is a provider here. So it's a provider Discord, this one. And then also our base provider. Our next one here is a base message. So that's inside of my bots models. You have a duplicate of this. Called BLL Discord message. Which doesn't have a color hex on this. This thing is a, there's no Twitch on this one or on the message one. So this one here, it's going to be a base message of type Discord channel server. If you look at base message, it wants to have a type of base message, which is really bizarre to me. So maybe we can get rid of this one. No. So this one you can do a BLL Discord message, which goes here too. This is a Discord user server DTO. This one's going to be an IBLL Discord channel, and this one will be an IBLL Discord user. So let's make sure we have those. IBLL Discord channel. This one. Okay, I see there's some stuff in chat. Just 1 second. I just don't want to lose my train real fast. This is a Discord. This one here is a Discord. Discord user. BLL Discord user. That's fine. There's that one there. And then this one goes away there. If you add the references here, this is a Discord channel. And we need to add Discord user, or do you not have that? Let me see what's going on here. Is this, Brendan Live asks, is this in project for a Twitch bot? So what it is it's a backend is a service model. So we have the web API, which is for you other developers out there to use, and then also we have a MVC for the front end, and then we have a multi-end tiered BLL. Wow, Coach Ash, thank you for that cheer for 100. I think you're like the second or third person to ever give me cheer points. Appreciate that. So this is like a RSS routing project. So you can essentially take messages from multiple sources, even your own. It opens up like a TCP socket or a web socket for you with authorization, all done for you, so that you as a developer can just build your applications as you need to and not have to work so much with the networking aspect of it. And then additionally, it can set up as a bot as a use case scenario, right, for Twitch and then also Discord, and it'll be routing messages accordingly. And then also for an end user that's not a developer, it'll be pushing out to a chat that's inside of the application. The chat's actually already written. Judging by what he's doing at the moment, it's also for Discord. Yeah, it's multiple channels like featuring other RSS feeds. Yeah, Shadow's on it, man. RIP, just to be. That's awesome, man. Okay, here. So Discord, thank you again, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot, Coach Ash. So here, IBLL Discord user. Here, we want to make sure that this thing here, Twitch user here, Discord message channel, Twitch message channel, and then 2 here. And this is your last one. So let's do this user. Looks like you don't have any BLL on it. It's interesting. Okay. So let's get rid of this one here and change this over to be Discord. Looks good. Now we need to extract these things, right? So I think we could probably just do this way. Discord channel. Oh, what is this? Krasenstein. Welcome. How are you doing, man? Not 100% sure, but that's great. I think that that's a raid. Appreciate that. How are you guys doing? Working on allie.chat today. All the videos for this current project are up at youtube.com/c/liverdevtrying. I think we're only on like day 35 or something, so make sure you check those out. Awesome. I didn't know there was a roulette in here. That's awesome. Hey, man. Welcome. How are you? How are you guys doing? If you have any questions, please put them in the channel. Also, we have a Discord. Pretty active. I'm actually really active. Bunch of developers hanging there. So here, let's go ahead and post in that link. Appreciate the host. Thank you. Okay, so here, my BLL Discord channel looks good. Except this needs to be passing in a Discord channel. Like that. And here, this is a Discord user, which is an IBLL Discord user. So you have this Discord channel done. You need to get this one done. This is an IBLL Discord user. Looks good. Okay. This is a Discord channel. You don't care about Twitch credentials on this one. We don't care necessarily about these polls yet. We can actually probably get rid of most all of this stuff in here. That's fine. It's weird that you don't have that in a, whatever. That'll be fine for now. Type our name expected here so we can finish this one out, which is a Discord message. I'm sorry, it was a BLL Discord message, right? Yeah, they implemented a raid thing now, which auto-hosts and sends everyone to the new channel. You can join in on them now. Oh, that's awesome. That's way better than how it was. All right, man. Got a jet. Hope all is well. Thanks, man. Good to see you as well. Make sure you join our channel. Catch you soon. Thanks again for that host. Okay. And then here, this is a Discord server DTO. Discord user server DTO. And the last one here is a BLL Discord channel. This is in the wrong channel. This needs to be in actually goes there. Just one more second here. Sometimes restream would be nice, but then when it crashes all the time, it wouldn't be nice. Not restream, sorry, resharper. Looks pretty great. Okay. So what's the problem here? It says it takes 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the last one here? BLL base user, which is Twitch, Discord, BLL, BLL, Discord user. And the reason for this is that you have these data transfer objects that you're using as generics, and then also you have wrappers for them that contain ephemeral data. But I think that those are what you're pushing out to Elasticache, which is your memcache server, which is holding your data between your different layers. How many subs? I got my first sub just a couple days ago. I haven't been affiliated for very long. Do me a favor though, and make sure you check out that YouTube. Just started putting up those videos just a little bit ago as well. Put the link here. My next one here is a BLL base, right? Now we can look at base provider and I can just kind of copy this stuff. I don't need all of it, but I do want to make sure that this thing is inheriting from BLL base provider. If I look at BLL base provider, hey, thank you, Coach Ash, for that subscription. That's the second one, man. Appreciate that. How are you doing? Thank you again, man. That's great. Thanks, man. Whoa, says Mix Ami Dev. How are you doing? I don't know. Mixami, like Mixamo, like the Adobe product? Tell me more. Okay. We don't need everything in here, do we? Because it already is inheriting from base. It is. So we can just literally copy this crap one more time. Okay, we need to implement the abstract classes here. This thing needs to be returning an asynchronous task here, so we can do await a task.from result of an object of type null. And then we need to have our constructor in here. Like that. Hey there, Mix. How are you doing? Welcome. Thanks, Krasenstein, for hanging out. If you have any questions, please put them into the channel. Also, join our Discord if you would. I can learn a lot from you. So I think I'm looking at learning either C# or Java. I like C# more, personally. I think Java doesn't have as much, as many nice tools for it, and they're both compiled languages. So, not as many tools for it, but I mean, I think that there's a lot more functionality on C#. Okay? So this looks pretty great. So now we can actually start to implement our bot in here. So to do that, I need to add it. So we're going to do that up here above the constructor. And this is a protected, and we call it a Discord socket client. Discord client. Okay. Now this thing wants me to have some kind of a log in here. So I could have an event for like a log event, but we'll do that in a little bit. Actually, why don't we just do that real fast? Here, you can, in your events, where are your handlers? It's so strange. Just a second. Looks like something got moved here. Inside of your args, you can look to see why this is being called from a right here. Where's my delegate for this? You have it here in event handlers. It says it's there. So let's look for it here. Okay, whatever. I'm using C#, many other. I'm looking at the Minecraft plugin, something to bring in some cash, as I'm a uni student. It's so wrong to say that, says Skillo. Don't get me wrong, though, it's not all about money for me. I want to learn. I don't think it's dying by all means. I think that it's also growing too. I mean, I know that that's a weird thing. I see that its uses is a lot higher than C#. Actually, Java's down, C# is up, and I think the JavaScript stack and PHP are in the front. I don't know. You guys probably know more than me. Well, you can do Android apps a lot of different ways now too. So, but yeah, Java's it's just a scale down in C#. So here we can add in a new event handler, which is going to be called a public delegate void, and we want to say this is a Discord event handler. And it'll be an object sender, and then it'll be an event args. But if you look in here, you can add a new one in here called a Discord events args. And you can have this inheriting from your base args. And this thing's probably going to need a Discord event type, which is going to be a log. And then we can add this here. And then we can add this back in the enums. Okay. And so now this one's going to be a Discord event args E. And so that means that in this thing, you can have your protected, it's a protected event called your Discord event handler, which you can call a Discord event. And then here you need to do a public Discord event handler, call this a Discord event. You're going to add your Discord event plus equal to your value, and then you're going to remove your Discord event minus equal to your value. Games wise, oh yeah, for game dev, C# might be better. Yeah, if you're going to use game dev, man, absolutely C# over the JavaScript stack. If I was looking at game dev, I would look into C++. That would be a lot for the Unreal Engine, unless you're trying to do like your whole own separate thing. With Unity out there, I seem to like Unity a lot because it allows me to get a lot of things done very quickly. The stronger I get in C#, the more that's the case. I definitely say look at modularized programming though, if you want to go that route. Okay, so you have an event here now. So let's go back into providers. Oh, that's why it was in core. If we look at providers, you're a C# addict. Well, I looked at it that for maximum profitability, it's really good to be able to say that you have one stack down, right, all the way through. So .NET is it. I'm just making sure everything is solid, and then I'll be expanding out from there. Okay, so this one says that models doesn't exist. Let's just start to clean these up, and then we can implement the bot into the BLL. And this is just what you get when you change namespaces. Just a little bit more here. I have to say though, I really do like the dynamic nature of using non-classed objects. Gets annoying writing a lot of classes. That's fine. Almost through it. $31, almost through it. $12 errors, and I think that's all of them except for just the namespace checks. Ooh, this one also needs to be adjusted here, right? Let's fix those because I had that screwed up just a little bit. Metadata files, let's go ahead and rebuild. Ah, guys, just joking. I don't think C++ was that hard. I built Solitaire and C++ for a Unity project built myself. Morning. Hey, ThinkBot Labs. How you doing this morning? Welcome back. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you guys haven't, do me a favor, click that follow. Also, make sure you check out the YouTube. All the videos are up there, plus a couple other things are here. did it build? Rebuild all failed, just a few. Same thing, build it again. It'll just rebuild the projects it needs to. Here it is, it's got some namespace issues. So let's unload a couple of things. We'll unload all these things, just the client apps. It says BLL allie.chat DLL can't be made. That's not this one, that's in here. We'll just parse for it. It says it's in kingdom color, doesn't it? So that's down here in the games. Yeah. What's the problem here? I'm going to unload this one too. Try this again. And this is just because we added in so many classes at one time and then changed namespaces. Give another second. There we go, one error. Still didn't like this one, so let's unload it here. And this one here. And it's probably this one that's actually been giving us the guff. We'll see here. There, now it rebuilt. Now we can reload this one. Try it. Perfect. Give it just a second. No errors, let's rebuild it. Rebuild fail. It says the primary reference, Discord server, PHS, allie.chat, Discord server, bin, debug, allie.chat, Discord server. So what it's saying is that these things are in the wrong type because you've upgraded your stuff. So here, we need to change the target framework to 4.52. Because isn't that what we're using? Yeah. And that would make sense. Now we can rebuild it. Give it a second here. Okay, that worked. Now we can reload our game and rebuild that, as well as our BLL rewards. We can rebuild that one. Cool, few errors that I was hoping to catch. And that would make sense why it wasn't parsing any errors, that it was in a different framework. Okay, we can go ahead and rebuild it now. And now here we can load our console app, our MVC, our identity, our Elasticache in this one. All right. Now we can take a look at our properties on it, make sure that we are starting, all projects. We are. Okay. And now we can rebuild everything. And so that means we can look back at the BLL that we're building here for providers Discord. Now we have a Discord event here, so we need to have a log. So let's go ahead and create that. We're going to do this as a protected asynchronous task. Well, I guess we don't need to have it like that. We could do it like this, log. I'm going to say log message. And we can say that you want to console.writeLine just temporarily. Actually, we made this event, so we're going to do if my Discord client event does not equal to null, then what you want to do is and you want to send this over as primitives. So it's going to be a Discord event as this, and then you'll be passing this event args that you just wrote. And it's going to be a log event. And then also a call to message. And I guess that you can use this new invoke thing, right? It's this dot invoke to save your null event check. And then we want to return here task.completed task. Okay, we could just do it the way that I'm used to doing this, which is a return task dot. This would be an asynchronous task, and this would be an await task dot from result of an object, which is null. So now here, you want to have a constructor for this thing, right? Oh, you already have one. So you should be passing in a what are you talking about? It's never used. Public virtual void start client. Discord client. And we can do this as a task because it wants me to do this whole thing within an asynchronous method. So we'll do a public virtual asynchronous task called start client, which is going to be a Discord client dot equals a new Discord client. Now it wants me to do the Discord client dot log plus equals 2, and now it should be called your log. And we are going to rename this to be log Discord on logger. Now, why isn't this happy with me? Discord client doesn't contain log. What? Discord socket client. Interesting. User left region. Is there? I think their documentation must be old. All right, whatever. So no log. What a waste. Well, we'll just leave it for now. We might use it for something else. Okay. Now here we're going to do we get a token, our access token, we already have that. So it's going to be await our client.log and async. So why is nothing the same here? start asynchronous. Private channels, latency, guilds, group channels, get channel. We may now invoke the start async method It says that I have something here called a start. Now I wonder if I can do something like a... Is that what the problem has been? That's been what the problem is. I was like, why is nothing in there? There we go. Sorry about that. And now we want to do a Discord client.login async, which is going to be a token type is going to be a bot. Oh, look, we can do it with a bearer token too. And also as a user. Okay. And then we're going to have a token here will be a await your client. I think you have something here called a DLL OAuth token, right? But we don't want that one. It's a await. It's just a pass allie.chat dot token, Discord bot token, and then you start it. And then what you want to do is just that. So you should probably have something in here like an on connection event. Well, you could do like a Discord client dot on message event. I guess it's just called message received. And I need to make sure that I have a ping pong in here. So this will be a protected virtual, right? So here we want to have this be a if my message dot content is not equal to is equal to ping, then what you want to do is you want to await your, this needs to be an asynchronous task, await your arg dot channel dot send message asynchronous pong. This digests a pong event, ping pong event. So here we could just do something like a protected virtual void pong handler. And we want to do it for this. And we'll say check for pong event. Okay. And why don't we go ahead and do a console.writeLine message we'll break there, and then also I want to break on. Do you have something here called like a connection event? They really made so many stupid events. Oh my god. Unconnected. So here we could just do a console.writeLine. Discord.net is connected. Cool. Now, we should always make sure that this thing is disposable. So we could do a public override on dispose, and we want to say if my Discord client is not equal to null, then what you want to do is a Discord client dot disconnect. Do you have something here called like a stop asynchronous or something? So here you could do a really cheap trick where you do a public virtual async task called stop client. And you do a if my Discord client does not equal to null, then you want to stop it. But the thing is you need to have up here a protected volatile bool called is client stopped. So now when you start this here, you're going to say is client stopped equals false. So you could say is client running. So here when you connect, where's your disconnect event on this? So now here what you want to do is a disc client dot, and then this is a stop asynchronous, and you want to await on that, and this is going to be a protected virtual asynchronous task, and then it's going to be an is client running equals false. So here you're going to do a task.run asynchronous task, which is called this disconnect client. Sorry, that was a little bit wrong. You want to leave it like that. This one here. Then you want to, if my client, Discord client dot is not equal to null, then you want to run this and stop it. And then you want to do while my is client running, you want to do a thread dot sleep for like 200. And then you'll dispose it. And so now here you could do a if my Discord client dot connected connection state is equal to connection state dot connected. Actually, I don't even care. We'll always stop it here. And now, is there like a dispose and then like a Discord client equals null? This could be a bool, right? And we could say if my Discord client does not equal to null, it's equal to null, then you want to do this. And otherwise you want to return false. And you might as well do a try and then a catch. Actually, on disconnected, you don't want to do this. You want to say, is your client stopped? And then you want to do a thread.sleep for, let's say, 5 seconds. And here you'll do a await on a stop client. And now here you're going to await on your start client. Been fun. See you later. All right, man. See you, Shadow. Can't handle what this looks like. Hold on a second. Okay, so now all my events are together. F#? Like in terms of a language, I've heard of it, but I don't use it. It says that it's never used, but I don't believe it. So I think that we're pretty good there, right? We'll do a bool here too, and we'll say that this is a try and another catch. And my Discord client dot is state is equal to connected. Sorry. Then you want to go ahead and you'll check for a ping event. Okay. So let's see what happens here on a connection event. And I think we need to instantiate a version of this here in your main. So here, just for temporary sake, we're going to say that this is a static Dll Provider BLL base provider is in BLL allie.chat providers. That looks right. So back here in the program, it's called Dll Provider Discord Provider Discord. Okay. Then down here, we can do a BLL. I'm having a tough time with this thing. Like that, dot, equals a new one of these. And I think you're passing in some events here. You are, so you need to do this in your factory. Which is here. Private static async task create BLL provider Discord asynchronous, which looks like this. So it's going to be a var provider Discord equals a new BLL provider Discord, right? And you need to pass in a client services allie.chat service. What else? OAuth token, which also means paths. And then a mapper. And a commands chat. F-shard. Been fun. What is F-sharp? F-shard. Why F-sharp when there's F-shard? F-sharp sounds interesting. What'd you find out, Coach Ash? This one we want to do a client services alley chat. This one we want to do the BLL token. This is paths. This one's going to be mapper, and this one will be commands chat. Now, if you look at any of the other ones here, all you're doing is returning that. So you have an await task.fromResult object of type null. And then we can return the provider Discord, which is one of these. So up here now in my start services, where you have this provider Twitch and Twitch rewards pull, you can comment these out. You can comment out the BLL routes, and you're going to do a new one here called a var BLL provider Discord equals a new. Once you have something here called an await create BLL provider Discord asynchronous, which passes in my client services alley chat, my OAuth, my paths, my mapper, and my commands. You need to make sure that you add that to your BLL provider Discord. And it needs to have a second type here, which is a BLL key. So this is going to be a provider Discord. And this one here should be changed to provider Twitch. And then we're adding it here, and then we're returning. So now here back in program, when you're starting this for each one of these, if in fact it is this provider Discord, now you can do a BLL.value as a BLL provider Discord dot polling event on polling event BLL value as BLL provider Discord here dot set polling interval will be, I don't know, 20 seconds, because it doesn't matter, we don't have any polling events. And then we also need to make sure that we start it. And down here on application exit, case BLL type dot provider Discord. Then what you want to do here is a break, and you want to do a BLL.value as IBLL. Sorry, let's just call it Dll Provider Discord dot polling event minus equals to on polling event. And then you also want to do a BLL.value as BLL Provider Discord dot stop client. You don't need to worry about that one because it happens when you dispose it. Now we can run it. Now we should see allie.chat connect. F# is strongly typed, functional first, programming language for any simple code to solve complex problems. Oh, so it's data analytics software. It's compatible with, it's comparable to like R and Python, is what it sounds like. It's a Microsoft version of Python. Provider chat, Twitch chat, allie.chat cannot be found. What are you talking about? Okay. Let's go ahead and run it. Oh, and we can pepper in some events in there too. Wait for it to load. It's a mature, open source, cross-platform, functional first programming language that empowers users and organizations to tackle complex computer programs with simple, maintainable, and robust code. Huh. Do you have an example of some of the code? So it looks like that it says that everything started here. The TCP server started. Did it start to connect down here? I didn't even see it start my Discord. Try it again. Wait for it. Okay. It's going to make a new one. We're going to assign these things. Is client running? We're going to try to log in, and it says that am I unauthorized. Just a second. When you're passing in that bot token, let me check that over here on the secured data. Okay, let me get the new one just in case. Okay. And then we'll add in this token. See if that fixed it. Oh, there we go. It's a little cheat sheet. Oh, this is straight out of VB. It seems really straightforward. Like it looks a lot like Python to me. Anyways. Okay, here we go. Unauthorized. Just a second. Oops. This isn't a bearer token. This is a bot token, right? So we are going to be able to have this thing log on behalf of a user, not as a bot, but as your own account, which makes it easier to program. So that we'll have to have a second auth system to capture that, where we can just request a greater scope. Which switches? This is a bloody keyboard, so it's a light strike keyboard, so it uses there we go. It uses there we go, we're connected now. There we go, discord.net is connected. It uses IR keys instead of switches to detect key presses. There's a link for each one. That's funny. Okay, so we're connected there. I wanted to actually check to see what we received in that bot now. Now this thing says that it wants me to use client ready to subscribe an event to it. I don't know why it would do that instead of this connected event. So we'll check here. If I look here at my client, it says that it's connected as this current user. It has currently in one guild, which is the one that I'm already in, right? So if we were to check this again, message updated, what's that? Well, there's two things it wants me to do here. The first one is it said, why don't you try await Discord client dot ready. This says when the first guild data has finished loading. So let's see if that fires first. Here, what we want to do is a console.writeLine. Guild data downloaded. I want to see which one fires first. And then we're going to have a return a task dot completed task. So that could be a task dot from result of an object that's null. And then also it wants me to do another event here called a dis.message updated on message updated. And it says that here, something called a before, which is your arg2, arg1, dot get or download asynchronous. And we want to write this in as this. Like that. Okay. This thing needs to be a private asynchronous, and we'll make it a virtual as well, and a protected. This one will say as a before and an after and a channel. Now, why in the world am I doing that? Well, it says if the message was not in the cache, downloading it will result in getting a copy of after. So this is called before. So this is to get an update if somebody updates a message in the channel. Let's also add that down here. All 5 of these need to be moved down here in your dispose. Okay. And now you have this provider Discord here, which you're using where? Are you? Shoot. Oh, we're not using that anywhere because you're actually already loaded it into your BLL layer. So let's go ahead and see now. Oh, and the reason why it was failing was I had a bad redirect URL. Okay, so now we are connected there. Let me try it again. So it never get or downloaded this data, or guild data downloaded. I didn't put a breakpoint, so that was totally fail. Ah, so guild data downloaded comes second, and that's when we're actually going to have data. So that's why we'll just make a couple documentations in here. Just another second. Okay, so now when it's connected here, if we look at it, I don't think we'll have anything for client, for guilds, right? Guilds is 1, and it only says that it has 1, and if I look at the query, it just has an ID, and that's it. But now, if I look at my guild data downloaded, come on. Oh, you're not even going to show me, eh? Because you're in a different thread. So you could do like a Discord client dot channels get channel, and we'll just put in some fake numbers here just so I have it in scope. What? Try it one more time. So I guess I could also make it that your own account becomes a bot, not that you can register other ones. That's what we'll want to do. Okay, so here it's connected. Here it's been downloaded. And if I look at my Discord client, now that it's in scope, you can see I have 1 guild. It has 1 in it. If I look at my results, it's not joined in any channels. And that's fine. it's going to say that that is null. Okay. So now let's go ahead and make a new event here, and we're going to say that this is a protected virtual async. And we can do the same thing here with this being virtual. And we're going to say that this is a task here. It's going to be called on guild data downloaded. So all this one is a protected virtual async task called this. So we can just change that here. Move it here and copy that down here as well. So here we can say console.writeLine guild data downloaded. And now what you want to do is try to get your channels. So to do that, you could do a await your, pardon me, client, Discord client dot guilds fired when the account. So you want this one dot count, and it's this is a collection. It's a read-only collection. So you could say a for each var guild in Discord client dot guilds. And now this is a channels, right? So now we can do a console.writeLine guild.channels. So we could do a for each var channel in guilds.channels. And then you want to write here your channel name. And then we could do an await task.fromResult of an object, which is null. Let's try that. So I don't think that this is necessarily a provider. I think that this is going to be a bot. And then each one of your accounts will also be one of these, so that this thing could be either allie.chat or it could be you. I like that more. So there you can see it wrote all the name of the channels. So now if I receive a message, at the moment, I think it's just writing it out. Let's try it. And I don't even think I have something in here called bot test channel. Wait for it to connect. There it is. And we received our message. That does sound better. Well, it's the same model that we're doing with Twitch, where you can either use a bot, which can be yourself if you wanted. Okay. So this looks great. So I need to see what this message consists of. Okay, when I look here at this message, why don't I do something where I do like a var serialize equals a JSON convert dot serialize object of my type message. Okay, now we'll test another message here. And when we try to serialize it, it's going to fail because I need to. We're going to say that JSON convert ignore circular reference. I know that I'm supposed to do that, but I just want to cheat. All right, let's do this right here. Just for now. We need to make a new text writer for that. Oh, I don't care. JSON writer. And then this can be like a message. Stupid. Okay. One more. So we want to use this JSON serializer can create, and we want to look for a example of this. Yeah, that's what I'll do with it, I think. That's a good call. Thank you for the input as well on that. Here you go. Serialize object. No, I don't want that one. Boom. This is exactly what I want. God. So here we can just write this to my e.json.text, and we want to try to write my serializer, which is called a, didn't I call it this SR, SER? And then you want to write your message here. And you also have the other one, which is null value handling. Let's see if that even works. Okay. Let's give a test message now. Nope, still failed. If you look back here, we're just going to look one more time to see if there's any other settings in here that could help. Okay. Object creation handling we want to do as a nothing, not that one. But below it you had reference loop handling equals ignore. Let's try that last one. If that doesn't work, then we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Okay. Let's try another message. Is it ever going to get through? Because I think it's going to stack overload at some point right now. I got to watch my resources. Because here now, it's ignoring the self-referencing, so we want to do a serialize as a... We wanted that one. Let's try one last one. So that means that allie.chat never actually really sends messages. She mostly just listens, right? Okay, give it another one final test here, and then we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, so we could do it this other way, which we probably should have done to begin with, which is that we could just look at the socket message that it's providing, and we could grab... Okay, we're going to reconstruct some of this. Oh yeah, everything's open source, so... Let me look here at your Discord message under bots. Your current message contains a message, a bot that it was received on, the user that it's associated with, the channel, which is associated with the, and then the provider. So the other things that we have in this one is you're going to have a new DTO down here for Discord server and regular Discord, which is called a sub channel. I know that that's not the right terminology, but we'll change that later. And all this one's going to have is a channel name. And if you look at this thing, this is a DTO, so it's what information is it going to be passing along is a we need to look at a channel here. So if we look down at resources under Discord net for No, we don't want any of that crap. Perfect. Socket channel. So this thing's going to have I guess we'll do a timestamp here called a timestamp creation. It's a data transfer object, so we don't have to worry about any of the users in here. And an iChannel has on it a number of different users and a name, so that's fine. You probably also want to have like a public string called your Discord ID. That'll probably be enough. Seems like you could move channel name to channel DTO. Okay. This is not for that. Which means that back here, this is a public string Discord guild ID. Easy enough. But that also means that down here in Twitch, you should make that change. That channel has this channel name on it, as does the view model. And then we can pull it off of this one. In the actual entities itself, we're going to change that here. Let's just also check this one here. There we go. Okay. Crap. I need to see now in a message, right? So in your BLL, not this one. Here we go, socket message. When you get a base message over here, which is ephemeral data, so that's in the BLL here, Discord message. It's going to have on it a subchannel, right? For where the message was received. And that was called a Discord sub channel DTO. here. So let's grab the namespace for this one and change this one here. Okay. And this one you're going to say is a channel sub. And then you have an author here, so you already have that one. You have a channel, you have a message source, which is a, so let's go ahead and capture that. Come on, come on, come on. So we can just bring that into the BLL Discord messages up here. So we have something called enums, which we can bring it into down here. So now here you could have a prop Discord message source. Okay. You also have content, which you're calling message. You have a timestamp created at. You have a TTS is pinned. You have an edit. You're going to have a number of these different attachments, roles, embeds, timestamps. That'll work for now. So here in your provider that you wrote, which is in Dll Provider Discord, here you need to have a on message updated, stop client on connected. Let's go ahead and do a if my Discord event does not equal to null, then what you want to do is you want to fire this. It's going to be this and then a new. And now if you look in the events over here under args, it's not under mod, it's this one, events. You have something here called polling. You'll have another one in here for Discord. And this one's going to be called a Discord connection event args. Okay. This thing is inheriting from a base, it's just called event args, right? I'm sorry, it's called base args. That's what you wrote it as. And within this, it's going to have a numerator called connection. Do you already have that in there? Online, offline, added and removed, disconnected, connected, Twitch channel state, followers event, Discord message source. So you could say public enum Discord connection state, and you can have disconnected, connecting, connected. So over here, you're going to have a prop of one of these called connection state. And that's going to be a Discord connection event args. And you could do it like this, .invoke. And you're going to pass in your connection state equals connected. And then your, like that. If you look here, you also need to have this is a polling event args. So you have a polling event type is equal to a. Oh, it's not. That's fine. That's it. And we'll add a connection event type in there so that when you're firing this, you could say that this is a connection event. Okay. Nearly 4 a.m., man. I'm off to bed. All right, man. Have a good evening. Thanks for kicking it with us today. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Actually, yeah, I think so tomorrow morning. We got to go visit my wife's parents at some point, but okay, so here, you want to do a if my, nope, you could do a Discord event, question.invoke, which is going to be this, and then a new. And here we could say a new one of these called a Discord guild downloaded guilds event args. And that's going to be a base, I'm sorry, it's a dialogue. It's a Discord event args. Hey, DevXer, welcome back. How are you doing today? Now this thing's going to be passing in a I collection of your Discord channel. Now don't you already have this in here as a what's called a no, you don't, not this one. This is going to be a Discord channel server DTO. And we'll make this a new list of this Discord channel server DTO. You're going to also have to have an enum here called a Discord guild event type, and you're going to have a downloaded. Let's go ahead and move this over to enums. Okay. And so now here you're going to make a new one of these. And it's not a Discord event args, it's a Discord guilds event args. And your event type is going to be guilds downloaded. We'll do that. My guild event type is going to be a downloaded. My guilds is equal to a new list of my Discord channel server DTO, which includes this, and now you need to create this object here. Going good there. It's going great today. Making progress, getting Discord hooked up. But what I got to do right now, actually, is that I'm going to take my final break of the day. I'll be gone for 15 minutes, and then when I get back, we'll be doing the 1-hour music session. So get your music requests ready. You can queue them up now. And again, make sure you guys join our Discord. Let me post the link there, discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. We've got a really active and supportive community of developers over there. We'd love to have you a part. And then also all these videos are available up on YouTube at youtube.com/c/SlipperDevTrying. Alrighty guys, I'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Enjoy the music.